There was a need for a firm that can provide innovative solutions, but at the same time at an affordable price. I want to build this company organically. So I don't want to get any funding in the business, and I don't want to take any debt in the business. So when the resources are constraints, then you automatically start thinking about innovative way to overcome those constraints. I'm saying that everything is linked, but it starts from the care.
Right.
So that's why the culture of we care is the reason behind this success, is the reason behind we are innovating, is the reason behind everything that you see, the 100% client retention. If you ask me that one word, well, the one word is we care.
Hello and welcome to yet another exciting episode of ADROSONIC Pulse. I'm your host Morvi Sharma, and I present to you this podcast where technology meets innovation, business meets transformation, bringing you a space where we are having conversations that shape the tech landscape today. We have a very special guest joining us. He is someone who embodies the spirit of innovation and is a true visionary. Our founder, CEO and managing director, Mr. Mayank. Since founding the company in 2013, Mayank has taken ADROSONIC to create new heights with a strategic direction and an everlasting ambition. With a 2-decade-long global experience in the IT services industry, Mayank has a proven track record of driving digital transformations. Welcome, Mayank. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
So, can you share a bit about yourself, what your experience has been so far, and what's your vision for ADROSONIC?
So I spent around half a decade with Tata Consultancy Services, from where I started my journey. And then I moved to Jardine Lloyd Thompson, which is now known as Marsh. And so I had experience of both, being as an IT supplier to the client side. And I have seen the challenges at both the end. At a certain stage of my career, I was just feeling that there is a real gap in the market from a perspective of providing true consulting services, especially to the MSME market. From this is where the journey started, because MSME market at that stage in 2013, even now they are in the in-house IT team, or even if you look at the outside, among the IT suppliers, they had a very a cost constraint in terms of going with innovative IT solutions, and the landscape of IT was changing. So there was a need for a firm that can provide innovative solutions, but at the same time at an affordable price, because every client or every firm can't afford to spend a multi-million dollars in IT projects, because for our clients their core business is different. Like if we are working with insurance, then their core business is selling insurance, not using IT.
Yeah.
And many of our, if you see many of the clients, they are operating, say one of our client is more than 200-year-old. There is clients who are 150, 170-year-old. So clearly they were, they know how to run their business. With IT evolution, IT has become a very strong enabler. So the way I was looking into it, that it should not act as a constraint for these businesses, and that's motivated me to found ADROSONIC, where we will see IT as an enabler. And I'm quite pleased to see that in last 11 years we have lived, the journey started from that motivation, but it has evolved, and I think we are on the right track in terms of providing innovative solutions, not just thinking that okay, there's a cool IT and cool tech and let's go and straight away implement it, but to constantly think that why we are doing it and what problem it is solving.
Right, that's amazing. And you truly define how a great leader should think, right, for its company and the development of its company.
Thank you.
So that's amazing, sir. So coming to innovation. Innovation is a word that gets thrown around in every boardroom and in every blog post these days. But what does innovation really mean to you as thinker and a builder, and not just as a CEO?
So for me, innovation means challenging the status quo. In one word, if I define, It's not a title for me, or it's not that okay, let's go and innovate. It's more about just observing, being more curious. It I also don't see is that innovation needs to be complicated, or it needs to be a very heavy tech driven aspect. You just be curious, you look around and you just challenge the status quo. You look at the thing, how it is being done today, and then can we do it in a better way. And it's an iterative process where you are continuously improving. And while going through that process, you will find different tools, technologies that will help you to becoming better every day. And that's why I always feel that innovation is a constant journey, and it starts from being curious, and then you start understanding the problem, so being more empathetic, and then comes the solution part of it,
Yeah.
which may be a tech or may not be a tech.
Right, right. Absolutely. So, like you said, innovation has a lot to do with curiosity. And when we say innovation, it's more than just a spark, right? And it's something that it's embedded at ADROSONIC. Can you share how we've used it and made it reliable while still preserving the creative energy that comes around it?
So as I said, that right from the beginning, it was always like when we started this journey and when we were working with the client, the mindset was that okay, always look into that how we can improve and what more we can do without having a much impact on the cost. And the cost constraint, like one of my vision was that I want to build this company organically. So I don't want to get any funding in the business, and I don't want to take any debt in the business. So when the resources are constraints, then you automatically start thinking about innovative way to overcome those constraints.
Right.
So it becomes and then the same approach and thinking you start inculcating within your team as well. So your team also starts to think like that, and everyone understand that we have a constraint, but we have to come out of the constraint.
Right.
So when you have things in abundance, then you don't innovate, right? Then your mind straight away, you have a problem and you look at the solution because you have resources available to solve that problem. So that constraint, led us to constantly being more curious of finding better way. And that approach then finally led to us to think about providing innovative solutions, and the whole journey started evolving from there. But the message that I want to share or I want to give is that if really innovative aspects comes with an iterative approach and with a mindset that I want to be better every day.
Right, right. That's remarkable. From what I take from this is that there will always be challenges, but to stand out is how we innovate, and how we innovate is a journey.
Yeah.
And that the source for this is where you have pitched into the academia aspect, and that's where we are birthing these ideas, and that's how the digital innovation lab has also come into place. So you're not just building tech, from what I see. It's a culture that you're building within the organization. So take me through the philosophy that we have of we care, and how we are blending this with the tech culture and the general culture that we have.
See, the first thing starts from we care only. I will say innovation will also start on we care only. You will only innovate only when you care.
Yes.
If you don't care, why you will think of even innovating,
Right.
right? So the whole aspect is that when we say we care, what does that mean? We care for our customers.
Yeah.
We care for our customers, because if we are delivering solution for our customer, ultimately that solution is being used by their customers. So we are thinking for them as well. We care for our employees, for our suppliers, for our partners, for the entire ecosystem. That's the ethos. And when I say we care, that means being empathetic,
Yeah.
putting yourself in other shoes and thinking from their perspective, right? Once you start doing that, then you will also start identifying the problems.
Yeah.
Once you and innovation cannot happen by that here is a team, you will go and innovate. You
Yeah.
have to bring everyone together because you're solving a problem. So if you're solving a problem for, say for example, an underwriting division of an insurance firm, you can't do that without knowing the problem of underwriter who is working, or what challenges they are facing. If you are solving a problem for an HR department, you can't do that without understanding, what
What is the work
how
that
they
they do?
what are the work they
Yes.
do, what is the who are they, understanding them as a people, what problem they face. So you have to be very, very empathetic in terms of the, whether the application is usable, all these things, like which we talk in the tech. When you build a solution, it's not just technology, the technology is being used by someone, right? So you have to think from a people centric approach.
Yes.
So innovation will happen when you start caring for them. Then you also understand their problem. Once you start their problem, then you will think for solution,
Yes.
right? And when you will constantly think for the solution, you can't think alone, you have to bring everyone together.
Yeah.
Right? When everyone will come together, then the idea will incubate, right? And then that's how you will get more ideas. The business will provide their problem, they will also provide certain validation of the solution you are bringing. The tech team will come and use the tech to solve that problem. Maybe it might be an automation, but it will be an impactful and empathetic automation.
Right.
It will just not be an automation.
Right.
You also will then realize which flows to automate and which flows not to automate, because at a certain flows which are repetitive can be automated, but there might be certain flows which require human judgment, right?
Yeah.
So if you are using AI, the outcome you are getting from AI, you also have to realize that it should be explainable as well.
Yeah.
Right? Because every time AI might not generate right information, because ultimately it's based on the data.
Right.
So you will also then realize that, we need to ensure that the data is in right state. So when the data is in right state, then how to do that? Then we need to apply the concept of data engineering there. I'm saying that everything is linked,
Yes.
but it starts from the care.
Right.
So that's why the culture of we care is the reason behind this success, is the reason behind we are innovating, is the reason behind everything that you see, the 100% client retention. If you ask me that one word, well, the one word is we care.
And I think that's what makes everyone who's part of ADROSONIC actually believe in doing more and more and adding on to from their sides. Going back to the empathy factor, you mentioned this at Elevate Connect London, which is our exquisite innovation fair and networking event. Can you just briefly tell us about what this empathy is about and how are we blending it with tech?
So at Elevate Connect, when I mentioned that we are here with an innovation fair, I wanted to give a message to all the audience, to all my clients, to all the prospects who were attending Elevate Connect, that this is not just a fair where we are showcasing some cool technology, but there is an empathy behind it. And when I say empathy, there was a thought process. We had observed the problems, and these problems we have observed by working with you, with our customers, with talking to the implementation team, looking at industry, and then based on that we have worked on certain innovation, or leveraging on the technology that is available in the market to tailor it in a way that is more relatable. And when you will look into these innovation fair, you will be able to connect with it, right? That's why I mentioned the word empathy. And what made me very pleased was the feedback that we got, not in an official like feedback summary, but it was a general chit chat that I was hearing during Elevate Connect networking reception, was that whatever we showcased, everyone was able to relate to it.
If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to follow ADROSONIC for latest happenings in the tech industry. This is me, Morvi Sharma, your host for today, signing off. Catch you later.